Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Ecosystem. This is a game that's coming to Steam's Early Access program on March 16th, 2021, about 2 days as of the date and time of this recording. So it goes without saying that everything that you're about to see here, including this review, is subject to change. From what I'm told, the price point will be $20. I don't know if that's going to change or not. So, what is Ecosystem? Well, based on what I've played so far, it's a fairly stress-free game slash screensaver. Now, I don't want you to instantly get the wrong impression. It's not a screensaver. You're not going to be sitting there just watching things happen. You actually get to interact. But I say screensaver because a lot of times I sat there just panning around the environment going, wow, that is amazing. I'm just going to sit here and watch this for a while because it just looks so cool to look at. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that the environment is extremely breathtaking to look at depending on, what you're seeing at that point in time. So what are you doing in ecosystem? Well, you're growing and modifying an ecosystem. You're going to be placing various plant and animal forms down into the terrain of your choice and trying to get a high score. Now, there are two modes in this game. There's like a normal slash campaign, but the campaign mode doesn't really have quests at this point. I don't know if it's even going to have quests. What it does have is this high score. So depending on which area you go into, like whenever you start a new game, you'll be able to go, okay, I'm going to go into the reefs, or I'm going to go into the valley, or I'm going to go into this area. There's actually predetermined spots on the map that you can click on, each of which have their own separate score tracker. In addition to that, you can adjust sliders. So if you don't like the default look, you can go, I want more mountainous terrain, or I want more of this, or I want this flatter, or I want more hill, whatever. You can adjust the terrain as you see fit. So you're creating this sandbox, if you will. And that's on the normal mode, as I said. Now, creative mode is the same thing. You can choose a biome, kind of, sort of, and then adjust sliders as you see fit. Creative mode is a little different because you get to get unlimited resources and have everything unlocked from the beginning. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, reeling back, you're at the main menu. You choose either normal or creative. You jump into one of those modes. You choose the biome that you want. You adjust the sliders as you see fit, and bam, you're in there. You're in the biome right then and there. You get to see it created, then you hit OK, and then you're there. Okay, so once you're there, and I'm going to assume you're playing normal mode at this point, you get to choose 3 plants to unlock in the beginning of your playthrough. And these plants will have different characteristics. So, for example, you might choose the Amazon sword plant. It provides an ecosystem health of +5. Then you've got the Anubius, which gives you a +3, +5 times darkness ecosystem health. Long story short, different plants will thrive in different environments and different terrain types. You can also change the ocean floor, and you can actually level the terrain and raise it and flatten it out. And then you can change it from its default look to, say, a more grassy look or more rocky look. And again, some of these plants will thrive on top of different terrain types. So it's up to you to figure out, okay, this plane likes it, or this plant type likes it here. If I put the plant here, it says adaptability 100%, sunlight 100%, soil type 100%. That's perfect for it. Whereas if I pick this other plant and try and put it on the same place, it might go adaptability 45%, soil type 45%. So you're gonna have to sort of play around a bit with different terrain types on your little map maker to figure out, or your terrain maker to figure out what plants you want to go where. So you're doing that. And the whole purpose of putting these plants down in this ecosystem is to increase the ecosystem score in that area. Whenever you place a plant down, a little ecosystem health bubble will appear in that general area. It'll say like 15 or 20 or 25. Some plants don't need an eco score to be put down. That's how you start the whole game in the first place. Some plants do require a certain score before you can even place them there. So you're going to be starting from, the no requirement plants to the high requirement plants. That's the progression. Same thing with animals, or fish in this case. You're going to be putting down various species of fish. And again, you have different types of fish in this game. You've got like foragers, you've got carnivores, apex carnivores, and so on. You can even create your own. You can create a creature, edit it, name it. You can change the look and so on, and then you spawn it, and there you go. It saves, and then you can spawn it somewhere else later based on that sandbox creation that you just created, which is really cool. But getting back to this, the fish that you create in this game also require a certain eco score. So, eco health, I should say. So, it's not, you just can't throw fish everywhere. You have to first raise the eco health in an area up to a certain point. Then you can put the fish down, and then you can watch them grow over time. Eventually, you'll get to a point where on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see your mini-map. It's all full of different colors now because the way the legend works and the way the minimap works is it'll create a different color for each species, and these dots will appear as such on the minimap. So you'll see blue over here for this species, or green over here for this species, and it'll even have the name underneath the minimap, so you can see and a number as to how many there are of that species to see whether or not they're being hunted out of extinction. I created the Vince fish species, whatever. And immediately it was like almost hunted to extinction. I guess it was so ugly looking that the carnivores were like, yeah, I gotta kill this thing. I'm not very good at designing, but you can like adjust the X, Y, and Z coordinates of the fish. You can add parts to it and so on. It's similar to Spore, but not as detailed as Spore, if you happen to remember that game. So anyway, it's beyond that, the whole progression here is you're going to be earning life points as you continue playing, and life points are spent to unlock new plants. Not fish, but plants. Again, you create new plants, or you create new fish, rather, in the little creator there. But as far as plants go, you're going to be spending these life points to unlock new plant types. You also spend life points to spawn new fish and the like. So it's your primary resource. There's no other resource to really worry about. But I love this game in the sense that it allows you to be as creative as you want. It's kind of lacking in content right now. Like, again, there's no campaign missions. There's no, like, progression from biome to biome. It's whatever high score that you can get in this biome. There's no, like, permanent tech tree. It's just unlock new plants. I think the casual player will really enjoy this game. For those of you that like love underwater, like if you loved playing Subnautica and you would just enjoy just swimming around and looking at all the different environments, yes, you're going to get your face eaten off eventually, but you enjoyed swimming around the ocean and looking at everything. Well, this game allows you to do that risk-free. It allows you to create, corals and reefs and just different designs for everything, and it's really fun. So if you enjoy a casual sandbox experience where you're managing an ecosystem, you're going to want to check this out. For those of you that are more hardcore and we're looking for more management, more currency management, more resource type management, more resource chaining, no, you're not going to find that here. Not yet. I don't know if it's coming. It's, again, pre-early access at this point, but it's something to keep an eye on anyway because it has a lot of potential. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.